Cats are quite curious, and if your cat is allowed a bit of an outdoor stroll most each and every day, if you reside in a neighborhood setting, it's a good bet that your pet will wind up in someone else's yard before too long. Casual adventure or perhaps seeing an old friend. Does your cat like to visit other cats? Do you often look outside in your own yard to find other cats hanging out with your cats? Is your neighborhood looking more like a kid's gathering spot at times? Do cats like to visit other cats? Interesting topic and a bit of a fun one, and I've got you covered. Stay tuned. The answer to this topic question, and I pretty much gave it away in the introduction, is yes. Cats like to visit other cats and other homes, other backyards. If your cat is able, then don't be surprised to find your cat making some friends along the journey of life. It's common to talk about hostility, cats having a bit of a tussle, how to protect your cat from other cats. And that's true. Those are certainly all worthy points of conversation, but it must be stated that not every interaction that your cat will have when outside of your home will be a negative one. Some cats can become friends, buds, besties, whatever you want to call it. This is really no different than the multiple cats in your home just chilling and hanging out, possibly right now, watching this video. Just as a kid will go over and visit the friend next door, many cats will do the same. I'll visit your home and you can come on over to mine. It's really all about the environment. If the atmosphere is warm and welcoming, cats will be far more inclined to roam around and hang out in peace. Imagine that, peace. I speak often about cats invading claimed territory and the trouble that that can cause, but it should be stated there's a bit of a caveat involved, and this topic is one. If a couple of cats who've known each other for a while but do live in different homes, different yards, it's not uncommon for that wall to come down a bit. Not every feline is a threat. And of course, none of this is really possible, at least with success, without good people involved. You, your family, your neighbors. Everyone sort of has to be on the same page with all of this. If your cat is visiting another cat in another yard, this likely means that the folks who live there are cool with everything, not attempting to force your cat out, and the same is likely true on your end of things. Cats from the neighborhood hanging around, knowing that you're good with it. And what about meals? If cats are coming and going and doing so in harmony, the felines are probably being fed and fed quite well. Do you put out food for the cats in your neighborhood that come around? Are your neighbors doing the same for other cats, possibly for your cat? The more we examine a topic like this, the easier it is to realize that everyone has to be pretty much in sync with what's going on. The vibe has to be very positive. From personal experience, I think I've had every cat in the world in my backyard from time to time. Now, I want to act like everything has always been unicorns and rainbows. Sometimes the bad egg shows up and there's a problem. But most of the time, as time has passed, things overall I can look back and say they were pretty good. It's really just like anything else. It's all about routine. If a cat continues to show up when other cats are around, basically one of two things are going to happen. There's either going to be strife and friction or some level of peace and possibly, just possible, some friendship involved. I mentioned this in other videos, but I've never gone out and bought a cat in my life and probably never will. I've never received a cat from a neighbor or a friend as some type of gift. Some of the cats I've owned simply found their way to my door. They left home, their owners knew all about it and pretty much said, just keep the cat. It's just that simple. Weird, but it was just that simple. My other cats, well, the mom thought the bushes would be a great spot to give birth. How about that? And one day, a couple of weeks later, these little tiny kittens came staggering out of those bushes. Well, I thought, well, it might as well just keep these babies. Why not? I say all that with respect to the core topic, that if it weren't for the feline adventure, I probably wouldn't have the cats that I have, or have had. I stood still. The cats found me. My cats, the ones I currently have, they've also gotten to know each other and know each other and the other cats in the neighborhood. If you do live in this type of environment, you likely know what I'm what I'm talking about and have your own story. You've got the cats in the neighborhood, but you've also got cats that come from other areas. There's cats that roam around and visit everyone. Visit your cats visit them. Felines are very independent, but they'll also pal around. The same trust and security that a cat will look for in you, they can find in other cats. For many years, my senior cat, Burl, he would just sit on the patio all day, even during the overnight hours, and guess who would sit on a table right next to him? The cat next door. They'd just chill in peace. Now, I wouldn't call them best friends, but they had a mutual respect for each other and looked out for each other. It was a peaceful relationship for many years. Ultimately, as a cat owner, so much of the interactions I've spoken about in this video you control. If you don't want cats in your yard or you don't want your cat visiting other cats, to some degree you can control it all, keeping your cat indoors. That will certainly take care of one side of things. As for other cats coming around, just don't be very accommodating, as in, don't attempt to pet the neighbor's cat, don't feed the cat, just live your life. Cats are somewhat looking for the party. They're looking for the food, they're looking for that comfort, maybe some shelter. And if you're just a bit aloof, not mean, no, not mean, but just rather distant, the roaming cat will probably just skip your home for the next house, which is fine. And if this is you, I'll defend you right here and right now. There have been many times where cats will start to come around and I won't be so positive about things. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love cats, I'm here. But I love my cats and love the cats in my neighborhood. But at the same time, I'm not a shelter. I can only do so much. And if cats, felines that they do have a home, are just coming around my home, it can be a numbers game after a while. Cats visiting other cats is fine, but I don't want my yard to look like the feline Super Bowl is about to kick off. You know what I mean? At any rate, a fun topic, a lighthearted topic. Cats do indeed visit other cats, and if given the choice, they'll do so for sure. If the environment is conducive for that type of interactions that I've mentioned, most cats will actively seek it out, or at the very least, be a bit curious about the other felines in the neighborhood. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what's your story? Can you relate to most everything I've said in this video, or is your situation just totally different? Your thoughts, opinions, and general commentary. Are there besties in your yard? The comment section, as always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will. You know what I'll do. I'll talk to you later.